Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. What happened in the 7th century CE, the Yahud, Jew, they were waiting for a Messiah. So Allah Azza wa Jal sent Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. In other words, the Jew, the Yahud, they were waiting for someone, right? And this is exactly the same situation we are in right now, where we find the Ummah, especially the young Muslims, they're all waiting for the Mahdi. So we're waiting for something to happen. It happened in the past. People are waiting for different prophets. So Allah sent them a prophet. And it is happening right now. Even with the Yahudi, the Jews, the Christian, they all believe that there will be a Messiah that will come at the end of time. Now, a lot of the time when we're waiting for the Mahdi, we ask this question, that when he would come, are we going to be waiting forever, and how long we'll be waiting for? Dear brothers and sisters, in the 13th century, the ulama at that time, who were living at that time, they believed that was the end of time. 13th century, late 1200 and 13th century, the ulama, they believed that they were living at the end of time. Now we are living in the 21st century and nothing happened. In 1979, when Johanan al-Utaybi, he and his men seized Mecca, and he declared that I have a Mahdi with me, there was a hope for some people that maybe they were living at the end of time. And not hope, but their belief was that they were living at the end of time, not hope. So Johanan, he came out with the Mahdi, with the fake Mahdi obviously, and he declared that this is the end of time that we are living in. And he was wrong. So the 13th century ulama, they were wrong, because that was not the end of time. And I'm not saying that they were wrong in their belief, in their Aqidah, but they were wrong in their prediction. Okay, whatever they predicted didn't come true. The question now is, would really Mahdi come, and when he will come? What is going on? Is he gonna come in our time? Because a lot of people, they are losing patience. Wallahi, they're saying that, give it up. And this is why you see Muslims, the majority of Muslims, they do not want to talk about the Mahdi. The Mahdi concept is almost dead. Only a few Muslim, I'm talking about Sunni Muslim, only a few Muslim believe that, or not believe, only a few Muslim, they talk about it, not believe. We all believe. Sunni Muslim, we all believe. Maybe some of us, we don't really care at all, but we believe that the Mahdi is gonna come. But the point here being is that most of the Muslim, they are not even ready to talk about it. And if you talk about the coming of the Mahdi, they will say, brother, change the topic. And in fact, I have young people, Muslim, telling me, change the topic, say something else, remind us about Islam, Quran reminder, things like that. And my answer to them was like, we will do that, but this is also important. So the point here being is that there is a huge amount of suspicion that is building up among the Muslim Ummah about the concept of the coming of the Mahdi. Not Dajjal, but Mahdi. Because Dajjal was mentioned frequently by Rasulullah SAW, and we also make dua and we seek protection in Allah Azza wa Jal from Dajjal. So Dajjal, the concept of Dajjal is still alive. It will be dead soon, but it is there. Now, I have a little bit of wind blowing on my face. It's a little bit chilly today. This conflict, this suspicion, as it is growing every single day, and if you actually talk about the end of time, wallahi, in some Muslim communities, in the masjid, they will probably laugh at you. Like if I go and give a khutbah about end of time in my masjid, I'm talking about my masjid, I can tell you people will not listen. In fact, this is exactly what happened. When I was talking to these people, the brothers, about the end of time, nobody was really that interested. The point is, people gave up hope. So should we give up? Should we say, oh, you know what, the coming of Mahdi is not going to happen, just forget about it, move on, and don't talk about it. It doesn't sound right. Some people will even doubt whatever you say. Where did you get this hadith from? So my question is this the end? Is this the end of the concept of Mahdi? Are we living at a time when waiting for Mahdi is really something silly? Wallahi, something silly. And this is more from my observation. When I was talking to people about the concept of Mahdi, I found very indifferences in their attitude. Like, I don't care. And dear brothers and sisters, we are so naive also. They are young people that they believe in so many things and they don't do anything. So the solution to that, waiting for Mahdi, the concept of that and the solution for that would be always remember the promise of Allah Azza wa Jal. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said I'm talking about the concept of Mahdi. Should we believe in him and what should we do? I'm talking about that particular concept. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, the Muslim Ummah, Allah Azza wa Jal will send a man from my progeny even if there is one day remaining on earth. If there is one day before the end of time and the sky falls and the mountain bursts and the sea, the ocean rise up, swells up, Allah will delay all of these things even for one day just to send the Mahdi. Subhanallah. This is the truthfulness of the hadith. This is the promise from Allah Azza wa Jal that no, the coming of the Mahdi, it is not something abstract. It is a promise from Allah. It is going to come. It is just that we have to wait. Now, second solution to this problem, if you want to find another solution, in addition to believing in the promise of Allah, the second thing you have to understand is the importance of learning from history. As I said, prophets were sent before, people were waiting for them. The Jews, as I said, they were waiting for a prophet in the 7th century CE. Allah Azza wa Jal did send a prophet. So when we say we're waiting for the Mahdi, it is not silly. It is not something bogus. It is the truth. We have to learn from history that it happened in the past when people are waiting for something, Allah fulfilled that promise. Whatever the promise that was made to us by none other than the best of creation, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that promise will inshallah absolutely come true. We just do not know when it will happen. Number 3, dear my sisters, we have to understand is that as the follower of the Mahdi, or I should say the follower of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we cannot sit back and relax and say, you know what, Allah will fix the problem of the Ummah through Mahdi. This is something that was a big mistake made by the people of Bani Israel when they said to Musa alayhi salam, Izhab anta wa rabbuka, and go you and your Lord, Izhab anta wa rabbuka faqatila innaha huna qaidun. And they said that you and your Lord go and fight and we will sit here. This is the unfortunately a lot of the Muslims, they have this attitude where we say that, you know what, when the Mahdi comes he will solve our problems, so let's wait for him. The Ummah is divided, let's not do anything about it because the Mahdi is going to be doing it for us. We have to learn that as Muslim living wherever you are, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Australia, Canada, UK, USA, wherever you are, you have and I have a responsibility to guide people. Of course, it is Allah who guides, but we have a responsibility to take the initiative, to take action to lead people to the right path, so that even though we may not see Mahdi, but at least Allah will be pleased with us when He will see us. We may see Mahdi, we may not see. That is completely in the hand of Allah Azza wa Jal. But we will for sure see Allah Azza wa Jal. So let's focus on that. So waiting for Mahdi is something we should do. If people are saying you should not and you are silly, you are being naive, it's just their opinion. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, and inshallah I will see you soon again. Leave your comments. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.